Most women over 50 are leaving the salon with a haircut that is silently aging them. And nobody is telling them the truth. Not because the right cut does not exist, but because most stylists have been defaulting to the same safe, predictable styles for decades. Styles that pull your features down, drain the elegance from your face, and signal surrender before you even speak. Today that stops. So my ladies, I will be showing you the 6 haircuts that are going to lift your face, sharpen your features, and make you look so expensive and so radiant that people will not be able to stop looking at you. And stay until the end, because the last cut is the one most women never consider, and the one that changes absolutely everything. If this is your first time here, subscribe to Timeless After 50 now and turn on the notifications, because this is exactly the kind of content we make for you every single week. Now, let's get started. The very first haircut on this list that is going to make you look instantly younger and undeniably expensive is the Bixie cut. Picture yourself walking into a room, your hair sitting perfectly between your ear and your jaw, short textured layers lifting your crown with effortless volume, longer wispy pieces framing your face so beautifully that people cannot stop looking at you. That is exactly what the Bixie does for you. Part bob, part pixie, and entirely its own thing, this is the cut that refuses to be categorized, just like you. Here's what most women over 50 have never been told. After 50, fine and thinning hair begins to struggle with length because the weight of longer hair pulls everything downward, flattening your crown and making sparse areas far more visible than they need to be. The Bixie cut solves this completely. The short crown layers create instant lift exactly where your hair needs it most, right at your roots, while the longer front pieces soften your temples, frame your cheekbones beautifully, and draw every eye to the upper part of your face where your elegance and your energy live. Your exposed neck and collarbone create the illusion of a longer, more refined, more expensive profile. To style it, work a root-boosting spray through damp hair, diffuse upside down to build that gorgeous volume at your crown, then run a light texturizing spray through the layers using just your fingers. The whole routine takes you minutes, and the result looks like you spent hours. Small hoops or delicate studs at your ears complete the look, letting your jawline and your cheekbones take center stage. You sit across from a friend at coffee, and she leans forward, studies your face, and says, "What did you do? You look so much younger." And you smile, because you have finally found the cut that matches the woman you have always been. The second haircut on this list that is going to transform the way you look and the way you feel is the textured pixie cut. Not the flat, pressed-down version that has been aging women for years, but the modern one, the one built on lift, dimension, and deliberate movement that makes you look sharp, polished, and expensive every single time you walk out of the door. There is a woman at every gathering who wears her hair short and somehow looks bolder, more alive, and more elegant than anyone else in the room. She is not trying harder than you. She simply made one intentional decision. Here is the science behind why this works so powerfully for you after 50. As estrogen levels drop after menopause, your hair follicles begin to miniaturize, and each strand grows back finer than the one before it. That gradual loss of density means longer styles eventually reach a tipping point where the weight drags your hair flat against your scalp, pulling your entire face downward with it. The textured pixie eliminates that tipping point completely. When your stylist cuts your crown at a full 90-degree elevation, the layers spring upward instead of lying flat. And that upward spring is not a styling effect. It is built permanently into the cut itself. Your eyes appear more open, your cheekbones emerge, and your whole face reads younger, sharper, and more refined. Ask your stylist specifically for a piecey texture at the crown, a clean tapered nape, and soft movement, not a helmet. A lightweight root-lifting spray diffused for 60 seconds is all the daily maintenance you need. You walk into every room and the energy shifts, not because you announced yourself, but because your presence did it for you. The third haircut on this list that is going to completely change the way the world sees you is the soft stacked bob cut. This is the cut that most women walk right past without realizing what it actually does. And that is exactly what makes it one of the most powerful secrets on this entire list. From the outside, it looks simple, effortless even, but the real magic of this cut is happening underneath the surface in a way that will make you look so lifted, so refined, and so expensive that people will assume you have done something far more dramatic than simply changing your haircut. Here is what is actually happening when this cut is done correctly on your hair. The graduation at the back of the cut pushes your hair upward from the nape of your neck, building lift directly at your crown and counteracting the natural root flattening that fine mature hair experiences after 50. When the back of your head appears lifted, the front lifts with it. Your eyes look more open, your face looks less heavy, and your entire silhouette reads younger and more energized from every single angle. The stacked graduated layers at the back build height and dimension exactly where your hair needs it most, while the longer face framing sections at the front sit beautifully at the jaw or just below, drawing attention forward and framing your features with soft, flattering elegance. The contrast between the stacked back and the fluid front creates a diagonal silhouette that is entirely modern, entirely intentional, and anything but dated. For styling, a round brush blowout in the morning sets the shape and holds it beautifully all day long, because the layers at the back are working with the natural direction of your hair, not against it. Pearl studs or a simple gold hoop finish the look, without competing with the cut's clean and confident structure. You arrive at a professional gathering, your hair is precise, your posture is open, and halfway through the evening, someone leans over and asks who your stylist is. And you realize that structure has always been your strength. The fourth haircut on this list that is going to make you look younger, more elegant, and completely unforgettable is the French bob cut. This is the cut worn by women who move through a room and leave people wondering what exactly it is about them. That quiet, undeniable magnetism that has nothing to do with age and everything to do with intention. When you wear the French bob, you do not need to explain yourself. You do not need to try harder, and you do not need to do anything dramatic. Your hair does every single bit of that work for you. Here is the aging secret that is hidden inside this cut and why it works so powerfully for you after 50. As the years pass, horizontal lines across your forehead become one of the most visible markers of time. But the full, wispy fringe of the French bob does not hide them. It redirects attention away from them entirely, drawing every eye straight to your cheekbones and your eyes, which are the most beautiful and expressive parts of your face. The jaw-length perimeter quietly does its own powerful work at the same time, sharpening your jawline, defining your lower face, and creating a frame around your features that feels elegant, decisive, and completely considered. The edges of this cut are point cut, not blunt, which means your ends are soft and airy rather than sharp or severe, and the whole shape curves gently inward with a rounded intimacy that feels utterly refined. To style it, apply a volumizing mousse before blow-drying the body of the cut with a small round brush, curving the ends gently under for that polished, expensive finish. For your fringe, use only your fingers to tussle and separate. No brush, no product, keeping it airy, natural, and effortlessly beautiful. A thin gold chain resting at your collarbone or soft cat-eye glasses that echo the upward sweep of your fringe complete the look with a harmony that feels like it was designed specifically for you. Someone who has not seen you in years stops mid-sentence, looks at you and says, "You look extraordinary. What changed?" And you smile because the answer is simpler than they could ever imagine. The fifth haircut on this list that is going to give you the lift, the volume, and the effortless elegance you have been searching for is the modern layered bob cut. If you have ever walked out of a salon thinking, "It is fine, but it is not me," it was probably a bob, just not the right one. The right one is going to change everything about the way you look and the way you feel every single morning you stand in front of that mirror. Here is something most women over 50 have never been told about their hair. After 50, your hair does not just change color, it changes structure entirely. The individual strands become finer, lighter, and more fragile. The natural oils that once gave your hair its shine and its strength begin to slow, and the rich fullness you once had at your roots starts to disappear. Heavy, blunt, unlayered bobs accumulate visual weight at the bottom of your face, exactly where gravity has already been pulling, dragging your features downward, and adding years to your appearance without you even realizing it is happening. The modern layered bob directly counters every single one of those changes. The secret weapon inside this cut is internal layering, a technique most women have never heard of, but immediately understand the moment someone explains it. Instead of cutting only the perimeter of your hair, your stylist removes weight from within the body of your hair itself, leaving shorter pieces underneath that push your outer layer upward, creating fullness at your scalp and the beautiful illusion of twice the density you actually have. Soft, seamlessly blended layers are built throughout the interior of the cut, lifting from your roots rather than lying flat, while the face-framing pieces drape forward around your face like they were placed there by hand, because they were. To style it, work a lightweight volumizing mousse through your damp roots, then use a round brush to blow-dry your hair into that gorgeous lifted finish in under 15 minutes. You sit down at a family dinner. You have not changed dramatically since the last time they saw you, but something is different, and everyone around that table can feel it. Your hair has a lightness to it. You look rested, you look like yourself, only more so, and that is the most beautiful thing of all. The sixth and final haircut on this list that is going to make you look effortlessly expensive, beautifully younger, and completely radiant is the soft shag. Now, most women hear the word shag and immediately think it is a young woman's cut, a trendy style meant for someone decades younger. And that assumption right there is exactly what has been keeping so many women over 50 from one of the most flattering, most elegant, and most transformative haircuts available to them today. After 50, your hair begins to lose its natural movement and starts to sit flat, heavy, and lifeless against your face. And that flatness quietly adds years to your appearance every single day. The soft shag changes that completely. The curtain bangs of this cut part softly in the center of your forehead and frame your eyes with a gentle, flattering elegance that immediately draws attention to the most expressive part of your face, while the cascading layers throughout the rest of the cut create movement, dimension, and life at every single level of your hair. Here is what makes this cut look so expensive on you specifically. The feathered ends of the soft shag catch light in a way that heavy, blunt ends never can. Your hair shimmers, it moves, it breathes, and every time you turn your head, the layers shift with a fluidity that reads as effortless luxury. Your stylist should build soft curtain bangs that blend seamlessly into the layers without a harsh line, and the layers themselves should cascade gradually from your crown downward, removing weight from the jaw area and redistributing it higher on your face toward your cheekbones and your eyes where it belongs. To style it, work a texturizing spray through your damp hair, then diffuse or air dry to let your natural movement come alive, finishing with just a few drops of lightweight oil through your ends for that signature expensive shine that makes people look twice. Oversized frames or soft round glasses echo the gentle curves of the layers beautifully, and layered fine necklaces complement the movement of the cut in a way that feels entirely considered. You run into someone at the grocery store, no special occasion, no effort, just you, and they stop, look at you, and tell you that you look like you just came back from somewhere wonderful. That is the soft shag. That is what the right haircut does for you. By now you are sitting with one question: which one of these 6 haircuts is actually right for you? Here's how you decide. If your hair has thinned noticeably after 50, the Bixie, the textured Pixie, and the soft stacked bob are your strongest choices. If your hair is medium to thick, the soft shag, the French bob, and the modern layered bob will give you that expensive polished finish every single day. You do not need to overhaul everything at once. Bring one photo to your next appointment, have one honest conversation with your stylist, and watch how everything changes. Your hair has never just been hair. It is the frame around your face, the expression of your energy, and the first thing that tells the world who you are. These 6 cuts are not about chasing youth. They are about making sure what is on the outside finally matches the woman you are on the inside. Sharp, radiant, elegant, and nowhere close to done. Now drop a comment below and tell me which of these 6 cuts you are taking into your next salon appointment. I genuinely want to know. If you are not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you never miss what is coming next. Because you are never too old to look expensive. You just needed the right cut.